Welcome to stage 6 of the Tour de France, running from Bertonia to Metz. Coming up to the final intermediate sprint point of the stage, Ad Winans of Fiat the lone leader, but here come the sprinters looking to get some points for that green jersey competition. So Lavi Claire leading it out for Andre Dargod, I think that's Cipollini and Abdi Japarov on the left. And it's Abdi Japarov who takes the points, so that will help in his chase for the green jersey. Moving up in the second place in that competition. Of course, many more points available at the finishing line. Ad Winans, it's a dune break for him. He's been out in front all day. But of course he's by himself with no one to help him, and he should get brought back sooner than later. At the first intermediate sprint of the day, it was also Abdi Japarov who was best of the rest. So he's sprinting well. Could be a real challenger for the stage win. Zulu Kingdom receiving some criticism for their lack of victories this season. They have just one. Only the leftovers have fewer. So pressure continuing to mount to get another victory. But Mario Cipollini has been the unbeatable sprinter so far, already winning both of the two sprint stages. And the ever consistent Andre Dargod, more productive than Abdu this season. But we'll see if they can change that. And there's the yellow jersey of Julien Alaphilippe. Looking comfortable, although his lead endangered today, because if Andre Dargod finishes in the top 3, then he will score some time bonuses and take the race lead. And of course tomorrow is the long time trial. And if Dargod would take the jersey today, I think he would give that up shortly after the fact. But you never know, the yellow jersey gives you wings, and we've seen plenty of riders defend a lead in time trials that we did not expect. Dargod moving into position, around 22 Ks to go. His team up towards the front. And the rider in that green jersey in front of him is Mario Cipollini, the double stage winner and current leader of the points classification. That was the 20 Ks to go banner, and Ad Winans still at large. He's within striking distance. Fiat have been the team of attackers in the Tour de France so far, today no different. They're the worst time trialing team in the race besides the leftovers, but once we get into the mountain stages and the hillier stages of the second week, we'll be seeing a lot of them, I bet, in the breaks. There's the Lanterne Rouge classification with Chris Boardman leading by 3 minutes over Gert-Jan Teunissen. Boardman is a very good time trialist, and I think he will be able to overcome that deficit to Teunissen tomorrow. So very possible that one of the little climbers will be in last place ahead of the mountains, but we could see Pantani and Teunissen climb very high up in the classification. Hopefully they'll be aggressive in the mountain stages. Looks like Kelme also amassing riders towards the front. In Bianchi Campagnolo. Bianchi Campagnolo have Learco Guerra as their sprints option, and although he's not known as a pure sprinter, he's someone that if things get very murky and a lot of the big sprinters mess things up, could come out of it and steal a result off the fast men. So you definitely can't count him out. He was 4th in Ghent-Wevelgem earlier this season. But we're under 10 Ks to go. In fact, that is the 5 Ks to go banner that the peloton is moving up towards, and it's Zulu Kingdom in total control. They got 4 riders right up towards the front and 2 teammates surrounding Abdi Japarov. Likely Tor Hushov being one of them, the final lead-out man. The Ceramigas riders forming their train with Mario Cipollini, although he's not in position. There he is coming up on the right-hand side with Lech Piasecki. Bianchi launching their train. Jan Kursipu up there, but here comes the move from Lavi Claire and Andre Dargod. Alaphilippe in his wheel. Dargod goes for the line, but there's Tor Hushov challenging him. And another Zulu rider coming up as well. It's 3 right on the line, and Abdu-Japarov has come from behind. An unbelievable move in the final meters. He's overhauled his teammate and Dargod on the line. That was a sprint for the ages. A signature victory for Jamaluddin Abdu-Japarov in Zulu Kingdom. His teammate would have had it over Dargod, and that would have been a story in itself. But Abdu, who was way out of position, with a ferocious comeback, and just barely took it on the line. So that will be the price of admission to the fans at the finishing line in the grandstands. In the sprint, we could be talking about at the end of the season as one of the best finales all year. But there are the results. Jamaluddin Abdu-Japarov takes the victory. Tor Hushov is second. So how about that? After all the criticism, it is Zulu taking the 1-2. Andre Dargod taking 3rd place. We were sure he was going to win with the way things were going. But he still got himself a time bonus. He will be the race leader. Davis Finney of the Leftovers 4th, Julien Alaphilippe, the yellow jersey, in 5th. So a good sprint, but not enough to keep his lead. Then it's Trenton, and then Cipollini, a disappointing 7th, Jan Kursiku 8th, Learco Guerra, and then Jan Ross. In the overall, no major changes except for Andre Dargod moving up into 1st place. He's taken a small time bonus of 4 seconds, and that was enough to leapfrog Julien Alaphilippe. So now he'll have to defend that in the long time trial. Many of the GC favorites like Reese, Ockers, Tommy Prim, Onglad, all candidates take the lead tomorrow. Ad Winans moving closer to the Lanterne Rouge, where he's not quite there yet. And in the points jersey, it's Abdu-Japarov who has taken the lead away from Mario Cipollini. And he's over 30 points ahead of Andre Dargod. With Cipollini not expected to finish the Tour de France, it's going to be a 2-way battle between Abdu and Dargod. Hincapie still leading in the King of the Mountains, Ad Winans scoring the only point on offer today, and no points on offer tomorrow, so Hincapie will keep that. And Bianchi Campagnolo still leading the team competition. So that was a very exciting stage, and tomorrow we'll have major yellow jersey implications. We'll see you next time for the Stage 7 time trial.